Hey, today we are going to do a new, I keep wanting to say new year, new moon. In this new year, 2026, new moon in Capricorn reading. This is going to be the collective reading. If you're interested in a pick a card reading, I will also link that below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. If you're going to use a standard playing card deck, the Isis Oracle deck, and the, I don't know what this deck is called, the Wild Animal. Is his name like Chris Kratz? I don't know. But we'll use that too. So let's get a message for the collective. We're also going to throw some dice. I just got done cleansing and organizing everything. Let's see what is up. I'm hearing like you need to move. I feel like I was mentioning and talking about earlier the need to be action oriented. Some of you might actually be physically moving somewhere. If not right now, maybe in July. Let's get an animal card for the collective for this new moon in Capricorn. What is this new moon in Capricorn for those who are connected to this video? Oh. Interesting. Okay. I saw this card peek through previously. Oh. And yeah, okay. I guess I have to mention that too. So the Phoenix. And mentioning like a slippery energy. I don't know what that's about. What that means. Like, these cards were just literally slipping around. Like a slippery energy. The actual card that came out is the hawk, which is really beautiful. And then with the Phoenix, the deer also came out. Let me see here. Kind of like this fiery energy. Underneath the deck, we have dragon. So the source is definitely very present for those of you who, yeah, source is definitely extremely present for those of you who are watching this right now. You may have a very close cultivation with God, with the Lord, with Creator. I sense that He is watching over you. Most definitely here with this, not necessarily just with this dragon, but with that fact that hawk came up. This new moon in Capricorn is a lot of movement. You are being moved into this next chapter and season that you're heading into in your life. Especially, I was talking about how this is kind of phase 1 of the new year. Phase 2, right, is the true lunar new year, and phase 3 and kind of again a true sun wise, right, is going to be Aries season, right? So in the end of March and heading into April. But right now there's a lot of movement and a lot of watchfulness too, especially with this deer and this dragon is really sticking out to me. It's like you're looking for the perfect time. The eagle also has immaculate like vision to strike its prey at the exact time that it needs to. With that slipperiness of like the cards I was saying earlier too, it's like not wanting to miss something. But I don't think that you can miss, well, if we don't do anything we can miss it, right? Because like I said, I heard like move. So it's definitely time to start being more action oriented. I'm gonna go ahead and get some standard tarot out. I'm hearing you don't want to be seen. I'm watching you. Your actions and choices are very important at this time. I feel like my heart kind of like, I mean, that's kind of a scary thing to say, right? I'm watching you. It's like, oh shit, the pressure is on. Oh. Interesting. So the Queen of Diamonds fell out. So that's the Queen of Pentacles here in the Phoenix, which is that energy that we're moving into. A lot of financial abundance is the season that you're moving into. Just saw 222. Moving into financial abundance. Victory, Six of Cups is going to be 5 of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever was not working in the past, whatever you've been lacking in the past, that kind of like lack mentality, focusing on what you don't have, processing through the emotions of everything that's been shedding in this past year, you're starting to move out of that energy and into an energy of celebration, because we also have here the Three of Cups too. I get the sense of celebrating with friends, building with others too, especially with the Seven of Pentacles here. You may have been working towards something or healing through something for a long time, and you're finally moving into this energy of success. Rejoice, being able to give to others, being able to celebrate with others, meeting people who really connect with you and spark your interest. And I think that is also extremely important. You're going to be meeting people in this upcoming season who are really going to be in alignment with this next season. People who want to get their finances together, who are moving on from lack mentality, who are ready to celebrate their life. And I think that you are like looking out into that, preparing to, you know, actually make some active actions that support that, you know what I mean? Especially this is a new moon. This is kind of a time of cultivation, right? I don't know if that's the right word, but you know, incubation. Yeah, right. And so that is where your focus is shifting to after this new moon. And kind of right now, this might be what you're thinking about, or kind of what is important to you now. Readings are amazing as like confirmation for what you're already thinking and have in mind, what's going on in your life, what's going on in your thoughts. It's when you see it come out in a reading too, it's like, yeah, I should be entertaining these thoughts. And it's also a good encouragement to go ahead and do those action-based things, because sometimes it's hard, especially when you've been in a season of shedding or just observation or reflection or isolation. Actually having to make the transition into, okay, let me go do the damn thing. It can be rough when you don't have those people in your life yet. So I always love looking into readings and things to push me, inspire me, like, girl, you got to keep on track because you've been thinking about this and it's true. It is what you got to do. So do it. At the bottom we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, making steady progression. And like I was just saying, like you're very in your head about this, but you are like on course to get to where you need to be. Finally, we are going to pull the Isis Oracle, last one. Then we will roll some dice and we will wrap this up. And by the time I edit this, it should be 10 minutes. God is good. At the bottom, we have crafting sacred practice, magic and ritual. Interesting. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. The brother in darkness is what came out. I'm going to read the book for this because I feel like the book for this deck in particular always has like, that's where it really comes through. Not all the time, but it has some really good keywords in here. Let's see. Okay. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. The brother in darkness indicates that there is a negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. Definitely interesting with some of the cards that we pulled. Like I said, that Five of Cups energy, and that being kind of what we're moving away from with the Six of Wands coming out. But all the rest of those were cup cards. In the standard playing card deck, it's represented by your heart, right? It's represented by the heart. So the importance of your heart space and Also allowing things to come through your heart space, you know, opening your heart to be open to meeting new people, building with new people, doing new things, participating in things that you might not usually do or would have stayed. Like anything that you do in this season, make sure that it comes from your heart and is also protecting your heart and feeding your heart good things, so you can leave behind some of this negativity that we are leaving behind. You're ready to progress into wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. Become more conscious of negative energies within or directed towards you without being fearful. Yeah, like I mentioned that feeling in my heart that was really tight earlier, like when I heard like I'm watching you, you know, that for some of you, you might have like somebody directing negative energy to you, and making sure like you are not afraid and you practice saying aloud, I'm not afraid of you. You are not welcome here. I do not need you anymore. And you are not serving my energy. So you can go back to where you came. There is a need for a conscious, loving response. In the story of Isis, the destructive emotions of her dark brother Set led to the murder of her Osiris. He did not stop there and attempted to destroy her beloved son-child and deny him his rightful rulership. Set teaches us that destructive emotions can gain awful power if we leave them unchecked. Do not consciously respond to them. Isis teaches us that love, faith, persistence, courage, intelligence, and honest awareness can overcome even the darkest power. So this is also a really great time to do some shadow work. Thinking into the whys of what it is that you're feeling, what you're feeling, why maybe, especially like I said, this is a time of transformation where we are moving into a lot of big blessings. So thinking as to the shadow work behind, why am I still thinking about these past things? Where am I holding on to it? Why does my heart space feel like this? Where am I feeling this in my body? And why am I feeling this in my body still? And how can I release it? You know, accept it, say thank you, say, you know, I'm choosing something different and this has served its purpose, and we can move, like you can move on, and you're not coming with me. And if you are coming with me, right, it's going to be from a space of, especially if when it's things within you, right, it's like I accept that that is how I'm feeling or who I was, and I love you still. You know, you don't have to ever look at yourself with spite or talking down to yourself. It never is gonna be fruitful. You know, you have to look with compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, so you can make new choices, right, and help yourself in that way too. If you get it, you get it. It's not easy at all. It takes time. It says that it will be helpful at this time to light a candle, sit in a dark space with a light candle, close your eyes, become comfortable, and focus on your breathing. Go into your heart space. Imagine or perceive that within your heart there is a golden winged goddess bathed in light. I think that's really interesting because the wings were prominent here, especially with this Phoenix energy, and it's coming up with the Queen, right? So imagine like this ether energy with bright wings, the feeling of endless love. You feel powerful, and it just is. You become comfortable in this feeling, feel it around you like a blanket. Allow this energy to sing to you, to show you love, to provide you love. Feel it all over your body, so that you are completely within this light. As you become more aware of this, acknowledge the presence of any other energies that are holding you back from fully accepting this bright love energy. Remain centered in your heart, and as it's pretty much like, be aware if anything's holding you back from that feeling, acknowledge it, and then reinforce that feeling of light and positivity, because that truly helps your subconscious as well as your neural pathways connect the two. So when you go back and forth between two emotions or memories back to back, it helps them kind of blend together so that there's an association between the two. I do NLP, I do Reiki. You can feel free to send me a email at the email below, or a DM at the Instagram down below. But yeah, I do Reiki, I do NLP. So during those sessions, I do kind of I guide you through guided meditations for the NLP and protocols, and then the Reiki, right, we're cleansing your chakras. But I personally like to also do during Reiki affirmations and guided practices like these if necessary, if it comes up, if I feel called to do it, to help cleanse this whatever chakra or emotion that is coming up or being held within your body. But yeah, you can find that down below. I also do, you know, personal readings. If you need a personal reading for this season coming up, you can also get that with the link below. Besides that, that is pretty much it for this reading. Like I said, that this was a tool that you can use, that this book was recommending for this season, especially now that it's a new moon. This would be a great exercise to do. It's essentially like a candle lit meditation focused from the heart space. You can also look up heart healing heart meditation, guided meditations online. And like I said, if you need something a little more extensive, you can always contact me for NLP. But yeah, this is it for the reading. If you have any questions or anything, drop them down below. And yeah, this new moon, I think, is really a beautiful time for self-reflection before we move into the next energy of the full moon, where I think is going to be when this new chapter is talking about that we're going into, that we're preparing for. For some of you, it'll bear fruit then, but I feel like during the next full moon is when we're getting like to jump in, right? Because when something starts, it's not like you're fully experiencing all of that. It's like, no, you've spread your wings and you've flown into it. And here we do have the hawk with that kind of spread wing energy, but I do get the sense with this deer and this dragon, there is a lot of like, still like, this is like the hawk about to catch its prey. By the full moon, you've reaped the rewards of all your labor during this season. So yeah, I hope you guys love this collective read. Just as confirmation, let's get some dice for timing. Any important dates for the collective pertaining this reading for the new moon in Capricorn? Wow, you guys rolled 2 6s. So I'm getting the 12th. Maybe the 12th of February is going to be significant for some of you guys. June could be significant for you guys, but like I mentioned earlier, could also be July. Also, April, May, June could be very significant, leading up to June 6th. Maybe a significant time for you all. So that is it for today. It was so nice checking in with you guys. I hope this reading resonated, and I will see you soon. Bye.